England is heading into one of the most controversial teams that prepares for the 2026 World Cup. At the same time, Thomas Tuchel is proving to everyone that his strategy and systems are the best fit for the team. With those results, there are no questions left about his management, because right now, England is in monster form. Yes, England has qualified for the 2026 FIFA World Cup after a 5-0 victory over Latvia on October 14, 2025, becoming the first European team to secure its spot. Therefore, England sits in first position in Group K, having won all 6 matches played so far without conceding a single goal. But there is much controversy surrounding Jude Bellingham and Thomas Tuchel, and everyone is thinking the same thing. Is this squad strong enough to win its second FIFA World Cup after 60 long years? With Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, Cole Palmer, Morgan Rogers, and even the resurgent Dan Burn lighting up Europe, England's squad looks stronger than ever on paper. But here's the twist. In a shock move, Thomas Tuchel has omitted Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, and Jack Grealish from his latest squads, meaning he is sending a stern message. We do not collect talent without full ambition. Many even saying Jude is overrated.
Mark, is Jude Bellingham overrated? Would he make the starting 11 for Spain or France?
You know something? I think he is. I think he's overrated. I think he had a great start at Real Madrid, and I think he's kind of living off that first 3 months at Real. Look, he's a good player, he's a top player, but is he in Real Madrid's top 5 most important players? Might squeak in at number 5, but I don't. I think the situation with Bellingham, I don't quite know what his best position is. I don't think he is either.
So today, we're going to take a deep look at England's 2026 World Cup preparation, their management controversy, team history, current squad tactics, and finally, whether they truly have what it takes to win the World Cup. So, make your video full screen and let's get started. England's football journey is one of glory, heartbreak, and relentless hope. Their greatest moment came in 1966 when they hosted and won their first and only FIFA World Cup. The final was played at Wembley Stadium, London on July 30th, 1966, where England defeated West Germany 4-2 after extra time. The hero of that unforgettable match was Geoff Hurst, who scored a historic hat-trick, the only player ever to do so in a World Cup final. Captain Bobby Moore led the team with calm authority, while Bobby Charlton's brilliance and leadership throughout the tournament were vital to England's success. However, after that glorious year, England's form began to fade very badly. In the 1970 World Cup in Mexico, they faced the same team they had beaten in 1966, West Germany, and this time they lost 3-2 in the quarter-final. And then came the shocking downfall. England failed to even qualify for the 1974, 1978 and 1994 World Cups. They missed the tournament entirely. After 1966, they managed to reach the semi-finals only twice, in 1990, Italy, and 2018, Russia. Before 2018, the 2014 Brazil World Cup was another disaster, as they were eliminated in the group stage, marking it one of their worst ever performances. But redemption slowly began to take shape in Qatar 2022, where England reached the quarter-finals, losing 2-1 to France in a tightly contested match. This mixed history shows the immense pressure on England to win the World Cup once again. The expectations have only grown, especially when comparing their performance in the 2022 qualifiers to the 2026 campaign. During the 2022 qualification stage, England played 10 matches, winning 8, drawing 2, and losing none. They scored 39 goals, conceded only 3, and finished with a 36+ goal difference and 26 points. In the ongoing 2026 qualification campaign, as of October 18th, 2025, England have played 6 out of 8 matches, winning all 6. They've scored 18 goals, conceded none, and hold a 18+ goal difference with 18 points. So far, their form is even better than before, and they have already qualified for the 2026 World Cup with 2 matches to spare.
Brilliant support from start to finish.
And their fire isn't going to disappoint. FIFA has ranked top countries by their performances. And with that kind of form, England now sits in 4th place, making them one of the most powerful teams capable of winning the 2026 World Cup. Now the real question is this squad truly ready to survive from the group stage all the way to the final? Let's take a look and see if these players are capable enough to win it. England's squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup looks stronger and more complete than ever before. The Three Lions are entering this tournament in monstrous form, a level of dominance that could surpass everyone's expectations if maintained. Starting with the goalkeepers. Between the posts, Jordan Pickford remains England's undisputed number one. The Everton shot-stopper delivered a flawless qualification campaign, keeping 6 clean sheets in 6 games, making key saves when needed, and leading the defence with his trademark composure. Behind him, the second choice, Dean Henderson, provides reliable experience and strong reflexes, while James Trafford, the young Burnley goalkeeper, continues to impress as a promising third-choice option. Together, this trio ensures stability and confidence in England's last line of defence. Then let's talk about defenders. England's defensive line under Thomas Tuchel reflects the perfect balance between experience and youth, blending tactical discipline with modern versatility. They also proved during the qualification rounds that England's defence is perfectly balanced. On the right flank, Reece James of Chelsea remains Tuchel's top choice when fit, offering both attacking power and defensive solidity. His overlapping runs and technical quality make him a vital part of England's build-up play. Backing him up is veteran Kyle Walker from Manchester City, whose pace, leadership and experience remain crucial in high-pressure moments. Jed Spence adds further depth with his energy and forward runs, giving Tuchel another dynamic option. In central defence, John Stones serves as the main anchor, calm, intelligent and composed under pressure. Alongside him, Mark Guehi has emerged as one of England's most consistent performers during the qualification campaign, praised for his positional awareness and strong one-on-one defending. Supporting them are Ezri Konsa, a versatile defender capable of covering both centre-back and right-back roles, and Dan Burn, whose height and aerial strength make him a valuable defensive weapon. On the left side, young Miles Lewis-Skelly has rapidly risen through the ranks, offering balance, control and confident ball progression. Competing for that role is Tino Livramento, a versatile fullback who can operate comfortably on either side, fitting perfectly into Tuchel's fluid tactical system. And for additional depth, Trent Alexander-Arnold, often used in hybrid roles, who brings creativity and elite passing from deeper positions. Meanwhile, Levi Colwill and Jared Branthwaite remain on standby depending on their club form and injuries leading up to the tournament. Overall, England's backline looks one of the most complete in recent memory. Experienced veterans providing leadership and young talents injecting energy, pace and modern fullback dynamism. It's a defensive setup designed to handle both the tactical demands and intensity of the 2026 World Cup. Moving into midfield, England's engine room under Thomas Tuchel has found an ideal blend of structure, creativity and physical presence during the 2026 qualification campaign. Declan Rice anchors the midfield with authority, dictating tempo, breaking up opposition plays and shielding the defence. Jude Bellingham adds relentless energy, driving runs and a consistent goal threat from deep areas, while Phil Foden often plays an advanced role, linking midfield to attack with his vision and technical brilliance. Conor Gallagher contributes tireless pressing and defensive work rate, while Kobbie Mainoo, the young Manchester United talent, has impressed with his calmness, composure and mature decision-making when paired in a double pivot setup. In terms of depth, Trent Alexander-Arnold continues to be deployed as a deep-lying playmaker when Tuchel needs more creativity from midfield. James Maddison offers flair and attacking invention, while Mason Mount brings tactical flexibility and balance. Beyond them, Calvin Phillips, Curtis Jones and Ebereki Eze have also featured as rotation options, giving Tuchel plenty of tactical variety depending on the opponent. Altogether, England's midfield depth stands out as one of the strongest in world football heading into 2026. Versatile, creative and physically dominant. And lastly, let's take a look at the most explosive part of the team, strikers. Under Thomas Tuchel, England's front line heading into the 2026 World Cup looks nothing short of terrifying. The balance between experience, versatility and finishing power makes them one of the deadliest offensive units in international football. Leading the line, Harry Kane remains the heart and soul of England's attack. The captain continues to deliver world-class performances, dominating the qualification campaign with his finishing, link-up play and leadership. He has been directly involved in the majority of England's goals, proving once again why he's among the world's elite strikers. Kane's intelligence, consistency and composure make him completely irreplaceable up front. Behind him, Ollie Watkins has established himself as the primary backup. Quick, sharp and clinical, the Aston Villa forward brings constant movement and pressing energy. Although he hasn't had many minutes during qualifiers, his club form and adaptability ensure he remains an essential second option for Tuchel. Marcus Rashford provides further versatility, capable of playing both as a striker and a wide forward. His pace and directness make him a perfect fit for Tuchel's quick transition system, especially when England look to exploit space behind defensive lines. Alongside him, Jarrod Bowen has impressed with his work rate and finishing, offering valuable depth during the qualification campaign. Several other forwards are also fighting for contention as depth options. Dominic Solanke has enjoyed an impressive run of club form, potentially earning him a late call-up to the national squad. Ivan Toney, with his composed penalties and strong hold-up play, remains a realistic backup option if he rediscovers top form. Tammy Abraham also stays in the conversation, aiming to make a return from injury and reclaim his place. Young striker Liam Delap represents the future, a powerful forward with physical presence and hunger to break into the senior setup. If his club development continues, he could be one of England's hidden weapons by 2026. Overall, England's attacking unit is stable, yet slightly top-heavy. Beyond Kane, there's no guaranteed secondary scorer, meaning form and fitness in the 2025-26 club season will play a key role in final squad selection. Tuchel's system prioritises tactical discipline and chemistry, so he's likely to stick with a small rotation of trusted attackers rather than experiment heavily. Looking at the full picture, England's 2026 World Cup squad is arguably one of the most balanced and complete teams the nation has ever produced. Every department, from Pickford's secure goalkeeping to Rice and Bellingham's commanding midfield to Kane's ruthless finishing, is filled with top-tier quality and depth. Thomas Tuchel has built a side that reflects both English tradition and modern tactical evolution. His system emphasises compact defending, controlled possession and intelligent transitions, allowing England to compete confidently against any major footballing nation. If injuries stay limited and form continues through 2026, this England team has every ingredient necessary to challenge for the World Cup title. Their depth, youth and leadership make them not just contenders, but possibly the most complete England squad since 1966. Right now, England's 2026 squad isn't just strong, it's a powerhouse. On paper, this might be the most complete England team in history. Here's how they stack up. Midfield ranked 9.5 out of 10, packed with creativity, control, balance and attack. Strikers standing 8.5 out of 10 rating, a mix of lethal finishers and world-class playmakers. Defense rating 7 out of 10 that brings solid, but still room for sharper consistency. And lastly, goalkeeper 6.5 out of 10, reliable with enough experience, though not world-class. So, you can see this squad combines world-class attackers, a fearless new generation, and leaders in peak form.
Considering the point you are in your career and it being 2026, the World Cup, is this sort of one last roll of the dice for the World Cup for you?
I don't think so. I think sometimes there's a perception when you get into your 30s that you're coming to an end. But for me personally, I'm performing at the highest level I've ever performed and feel as good as I've ever felt. So it's just about taking in the moment. I don't like to look too far ahead in my career. I never have. So the World Cup is going to be exciting. In America, it's going to be an incredible occasion. And ultimately, it's about trying to win that.
Many experts already believing this team looks even stronger than the 2018 squad.
So look, we've got a great squad, loads of options. We keep Harry Kane fit. He is the catalyst of us going to do the business. I think we'll be there or thereabouts. Whether we get it over the line, I don't know. But we're going to be one of the favourites for sure.
And could finally end the 60-year wait for glory. Now let's talk tactics. Thomas Tuchel's master plan. Tuchel has built England around balance and control. In the qualification campaign, he mostly relied on a 4-2-3-1 formation, his signature setup. It gives England a flexible spine, 2 holding midfielders for stability, 3 creative attackers behind the striker for fluidity, and a back 4 that stays compact yet progressive. When facing weaker teams, Tuchel sometimes shifts into a more attacking 4-3-3, letting the fullbacks push high and the midfield dominate possession. But no matter what shape he uses, the core idea remains the same: fast transitions, positional discipline, and total control of tempo. This system perfectly merges youth and experience, with Mainu and Palmer's energy blending seamlessly with Kane's leadership and Rice's maturity. Although Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, and Jack Grealish have missed recent matches due to form or injuries, all are expected to return by 2026, making this England side even more dangerous.
As always, but none bigger than Jude Bellingham, who's fit and playing again for Real Madrid. Why is he not here?
Well, first of all, Jude is I understand your focus on Jude, of course. First of all, he's a very special player. And for special players, there can always be special rules. I get this. But for this camp, we decided that we stick with our straightforward decision to invite the same team. That applies also then for Jude. He deserves always to be in camp. I think there's an extra layer, or like there's on top of it the situation that he has not gathered fully rhythm yet at Real Madrid. He is back in the team. He hasn't finished one full match until now. He has only started one match, so he is at the moment in the period where he gets his rhythm, where he gets back to full strength. There is this extra layer into decision, but the decision stayed for this camp.
So just to be clear, there's no fitness issue apart from maybe conditioning and his lack of games. He could have been called up. You could have selected him.
Yes, and he wanted to be called up. We had a phone call. There was no issue from that side. On top of it, we stayed to our decision to go with the same squad.
Tuchel's England doesn't just play football, they play calculated dominance. If this system clicks at the World Cup, the rest of the world better be ready. After England's qualification, the media's tone stayed the same, confident, but not convinced. They said, sure, England qualified easily, but that doesn't mean they're strong enough to beat the true giants.
England made sure of qualification for next summer's World Cup, and it's going seamlessly at the moment for Thomas Tuchel in terms of qualification, Merce. I mean, the results speak for themselves. 6 wins in a row, not a single goal conceded, 17 goals scored as well. We're going to win the World Cup, aren't we? But then again, when you look at the opposition, maybe we need to be a little bit more reserved. What's your take on the qualification campaign so far?
Qualification is completely different to the World Cup. It's like playing paddle and tennis. Do you know what I mean? You play the qualifiers and then all of a sudden that's paddle, and then you've got to go and play tennis. And it's the World Cup, and that's the difference.
But when you look closely at the passion in every player's eyes, at Thomas Tuchel's calm yet fierce leadership, you realise something powerful. This England team is writing its own chapter in football history. There's no panic, no fear. They've qualified with dominance, and now their eyes are fixed on the next battles ahead. The journey continues in June 2026, when England steps into the group stage. 3 crucial matches that will test everything Tuchel has built. If they pass, they'll march into the knockout rounds, round of 32, then round of 16, then quarterfinals and semi-finals, then lastly, if destiny allows, the final on July 19, 2026, at the legendary MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
We fight as one until the final whistle's done. A squad of dreams, a lion's pride, with every fan right by our side. The wait is over, let it be known. This time we bring it home.
Based on the squad and performances, England holds over 5% chance of winning the 2026 World Cup. They are strong contenders, but not the ultimate favourites. Betting markets agree. They sit roughly at 7-1 odds, behind Brazil 5-1, France 6-1 and Argentina 8-1, yet still above heavyweights like Germany and Portugal. England's biggest strengths are crystal clear. A golden generation of players who've already reached the Euro 2020 final, World Cup 2018 semi-finals and Euro 2024 final. Add Tuchel's tactical genius, forged in Champions League pressure, and you've got a team that knows how to survive chaos. The expanded World Cup format even plays to their favour. More games mean more chances to bounce back, and England's intense physical football could shine in the hot North American summer. Still, the road won't be easy. The defence sometimes wobbles. The attack still leans too heavily on Harry Kane, and history hasn't been kind. Penalty shootouts and knockout heartbreaks still haunt their past. And then come the rivals: Spain's rising youth, Brazil's unstoppable attack, Argentina's warrior spirit, with Messi still laces up for one last dance. Every match could feel like a final. But if Bellingham and Saka stay healthy, and if Tuchel manages to fuse discipline with freedom, England might just erase 60 years of waiting and finally bring football home again. Realistically, a semi-final run seems very possible. But if everything clicks, this could be the year England shocks the world. And if you want to know top 4 countries that will win the World Cup, then click on the video showing on your screen.